check me in the shop, please? Can you just check the... yeah. That's all right, isn't it? Okay. Thanks. Okay, Floyd is here. He has turned up. He's about somewhere. Okay, so the plan is we're going to do our warm-ups, the warm-ups that I've been doing online, so hopefully you're familiar with them, just to get the body open. Now it's not, I call them warm-ups. Don't forget what we're doing is still very much with the Qigong mind, so it's 70% and it's about opening up the body to allow what I've started to term your inner ocean to flow. So first and foremost, let's just settle into Wu Qi. So imagine you have, you've drawn 2 lines down the soles of your feet, parallel lines, and your feet underneath your hips. Soften your joints, so your ankles, your knees, very slightly. Soften the qua, relax your buttocks and lower back. A nice long spine. As you bring your awareness up through your spine, and when you reach your neck, just gently draw your chin in, just a little. Feel the back of your neck open. Soften your shoulders. Arms hang down either side of your body, nice and relaxed, and no holding of the arms. Ideally, we want to keep the armpits open. And we need to do this without creating tension in the arms. So first and foremost, turn your palms so they're facing forwards, and as you do, open up your chest so you feel your shoulder nests open. And then return your hands back. Now for some, you may feel that resting your thumbs on the side of your thighs is helpful, but it's the side of your thighs, not the front, the side. Now imagine a beam, a post or a pole connecting you to the heavens and the earth. Place the tip of the tongue to the roof of your mouth as if you're saying the word Lego or let, but that L. And breathe. Soft, smooth and even breathing. If you can, in through your nose, down deep into your belly. Pay attention to the 3 treasures. And notice if you're drawn more to the earth or to the heavens. Into yourself. And if you do feel that you're drawn more so to one direction, balance that out by bringing your awareness to the other direction. So if you're more heaven, bring your awareness down into the earth. If you're more earth, bring your awareness to the heaven. If you're more you, then split that between heaven and earth. And your thoughts are like clouds in the sky. Use your breath. Focus on your breathing. To act like the wind, to move your clouds, to move your thoughts. So when you get caught up in the thoughts, return to your breath. Ting, notice. Notice the coolness of the air on your fingertips, perhaps around your neck, the tip of your nose. Allow the sound of the running water to come to you, don't go to it. The bird song. Been using the metaphor of being a commander of a submarine. Your body is the submarine, and the control center is your lower dantian, the space deep in your belly. Bring your awareness to your lower dantian, the control center. Good. Very gently soften your knees and just allow the body to start to shake. Really gently. Breathe. Don't be shy with your breathing. Shake out your breath. So Your legs are nice and springy. Feel the shake resonate through your body. Relax your jaw, your cheeks. Can you feel the shake wobble your cheeks? Your nose, your brows. Now allow yourself to tilt to the sides, shaking up the tension from the shoulders. It can feel or sound a little bit clunky when you do this, or at least my shoulders sound clunky. So if you want to, if you've got a cold and you shake, it's fun, I tell you. Excuse me. I've got to remember not to blow my nose with the microphone right beneath my nose. That'd be a shock for whoever watches it. Tilt forward. Good, good. So very gently, we're going to slow this down, widen our stance, and slosh. So making sure your spine is nice and straight. We can create a wave-like movement through the spine, but we're not bending forward. And gently transferring your weight. So knees will bend, sink into your quad. And a wave-like movement through your body, through your spine. And use your mind to lead and guide your inner ocean. Your energy, nutrient-rich inner ocean around your body from left to right. Breathe. If you can get into the habit of keeping the tongue to the roof of your mouth, all the better. Wonderful, good, good. And slowly bring your feet back in for a normal width stance. And from your control center, from your lower dantian, swing one. Nice and gently. And remember not to twist your knees. Your knees go backwards and forwards, but don't twist your knees. Long spine. Draw your chin in a little. So we're pivoting around that post, that imaginary pole that connects the earth to the heavens through your torso. So it comes up through the perineum, right up through your body and out through byway, the crown of your head. Allow your forearms and hands to connect with your body. Tap around the belly, the midriff, the lower back. And feel your whole body gently twist, as if you're wringing out the tension, wringing out the old, the stuff that we don't want. And as we release, it's like a sponge, it absorbs all the nutrients that your blood's carrying. Wonderful. Okay, when you're ready, we're going to go into swing 2. Transfer your weight, open up from the quad, leg turns out. Make sure your knees are in the direction of your toes. Come back, turn the other side. It's very easy for your weight-bearing leg to collapse and buckle that knee, so just be careful. You don't have to bend it anymore, just keep it facing forward. Wonderful. And no one travelled. It's very easy to start moving across the ground whilst doing this, but none of you did, so well done, well done. Swing 3 when you're ready. Up. Okay, keep your spine nice and long. Don't need to bend. Good, and when the arms come up, spread them outwards like you're spreading your wings. Just create space in your rib cage for your lungs. Nice big spreading of the wings. The concentration though, it always gets me. There's tongues being poked out. There's that I'm really focusing to get this right. Why do we do that? Why do we poke tongues out when we concentrate? Not everyone does, I know. There's a couple of you here that do it though. I won't mention you. I'll just look at you instead. Wonderful, that's really good. Let that go and we'll start to circle. So if I've ever got a problem with my back, which I have more or less every day, but if it ever really does get to me, they're the 3 things that I do, those 3 swings. And that tends to help, but just go nice and easy. So let's circle now. So we're touching the inside of a barrel. Pretend you're standing in the barrel. Connect with the barrel all the way around. Now your barrel doesn't have to be huge. It can be small, but so long as you're creating this circle. Well, this will help with all your joints actually when you're doing this, because if you've got your joints off lock. Yeah, so, and no, the whole spine, because when you're swinging, your whole spine's being activated.
You tend to get thinking it's the upper arm with the arms and the upper body.
Yeah. Oh no, yeah, no, it's your whole spine that swings, but it's also, you know, quite often when you've got a back problem, you've got to think of your legs as well, because your legs start to seize up and your hamstrings, and when they're tight, your back's tight. So if you want to help your back, release your hamstrings too. So I'm often in an L shape over next to my sink, stretching out my back, my hamstrings. Good, so at this stage, when you do this, although the lower dantian is being activated, that's not the intention of this movement at this time. We are actually just opening up our joints now, okay? So it's not about rotating or activating your lower dantian. It's about just easing and opening the body. Let your shoulders go. Let them roll as well, open and closed. Connecting with the barrel all the way around. And just noticing, are there parts of the barrel that are harder to connect with? Let's change direction. Nice and slowly. Well done. That's really good. And now over to you. Creating circles through your body. This is your own freeform. So not to copy me, just move your body. You can do this with your eyes closed, but don't be shy. Move whichever way your body takes you, but try and move so that you're circling the body. We want to create this sort of twisting effect and then releasing. Go down and up to the sides. This isn't about looking pretty, it's about discovering your movement, your body. Breathe. Circle those shoulders if you haven't done so already. Get some movement in the shoulders. By all means, you can move your feet. You don't have to keep your feet planted. Wonderful. Well done. And let's open and close. So we're reaching out through your wrists, through your palms, through your fingers, beyond your fingers, and then come all the way back down. Now we're creating this squat position. So keep your spine straight, and we're engaging the sit bones. Okay, so bring your, as you go down, it's very easy for the chin to go out. Bring your chin in, engage the sit bones, and open. Knees bend, level of toes. So we're creating this triangle between your knees, your hips, and your shoulders. And open. Reach out beyond your fingers. Connect with each and every finger as you do this. Your thumbs too. Engage your sit bones. Keep spine long, so you're lengthening through the spine as you squat. Open. So even though this second position I call close, it's actually opening the spine, opening the pelvis, the quad. Good. Carry on. You may well start to feel quite a bit warmer as you do this exercise. Good. Try and go down on the angle a bit more. Yeah, perfect. Good, good. Good. So exhale as you go down, Floyd. Yes, so you can release. So wherever you're feeling that pain, exhale from that area. Try and pinpoint it. Yeah. Good, good. Liz, just draw your chin in as you go down so you keep your... That's better. Yeah, good, good. Good. Sit into here, so it's... That's it. Yeah, perfect. Yeah. Good. Now touch my hands with your fingers as if you are touching my hands. That's better. Now go down. And then reach out. Good. Reach out, reach out, reach out, reach out, right from your thumbs, your palms. There you go. Yeah, good.
I'm lifting my shoulders there without...
Bring it down in front of you rather than above you. Bring it out so it's to me. That's it, yeah.
Yeah.
Good. So you make the down movement one rather than down and then squat down. Make it that you're going into that position, you're rising. That's it, yeah, you don't have to go so low next time. Out,
right,
reach,
okay.
to me, good, and then go down. Perfect, and then out, there you go, you got it. Good, good, try and keep your spine straight, Kit, so we're not creating a C shape, we're creating a long spine. So when we go down, keep that as long as you can rather than Okay, we'll do that. That's, yeah, you're just getting confused with something else that we do. It's right, but not on I just want you to get straight for today. I'm being a pain. Good, good. Bring your hands out to me, that's it. So your shoulders are there. Yeah, outwards. Wonderful. Good, good. Anyone feeling warmer doing this? It's amazing, isn't it, how much we can fire up the internal radiator. So this is moving your, what we call a triple heater. It's the 3 chambers of your torso when we do this. And whenever we activate this part of the body like we're doing now, it's like it's an internal radiator. It's just in, thermostat that's gone up. So it's a really good way if you're cold to warm up, just do a few of these. Okay, so then we're going to go into the bamboo body. So open up the front. Now, don't arch back, but open up the front of your body. So there's going to be, the arch is going to be a natural arch rather than a forced arch, okay? Open and drop your shoulder blades. So your shoulder blades are coming towards your spine. Good, and now we're going to do the C shape. Bring your forearms together, knees tucked in. So rather than a straight spine now, tuck your pelvis under. C shape with the spine, crane neck, so you're reaching out, space between your chin and your chest, and then open up to position 1. Drop your shoulder blades towards your spine. Now round off your upper back, pull your shoulder blades away from your spine to left and right, C shape with the spine, good. Breathe in and out. Nice, long, slow breaths. Bring your awareness to your shoulder blades. Open up. And feel free, if you want to look up a little bit to open up your throat, by all means, do that. Drop the shoulder blades. Feel your shoulder nests open, your chest open. Nice big inhale, and then as you go to the second shape, breathe out as you go into the shape. Tuck the pelvis under so you've got a nice C shape being created from the back of your knees all the way up to the crown of your head. Good. And then we're going to go into the fountain. Turn palms, scoop down. Hands are coming up the center line of the body. Don't touch your hands, don't touch the body. Up, separate. Good. So the fountain is a metaphor for the rising earth chi that comes up through your body. And this is what we're doing now. We're just guiding nice and gently the earth energy. And time with your breath. So breathe in, rise. Breathe out, sink. Get a sense that you're filling yourself with the nurturing energy of the earth. Your entire body. Nice big scoops. That's lovely, well done. And next time your hands come down, we're going to go into the waterfall. So they separate the hands, keep them travelling down the left and right hand sides of your body now, all the way down. Scoop up either side, breathing in. And as you breathe out, you're drawing down the heavenly chi, the heavenly energy, filling your body. Palms facing the body, not facing the earth. Good. And next time the hands come down, just let them rest either side of your body so we arrive full circle back into Wu Chi. Tip the tongue to the roof of your mouth. Breathe. Ting. Wonderful, good, good. Have a little shake out. Take 2 minutes, take on some water, have a little stroll round if you need to. Or a chair.
They're quite light, those chairs, though. I feel that that bag might be.
I'll be all right, this will be all right. Yeah. Okay. Nicely warmed up, body's opened. We've opened up what they call the energy gates of the body. So essentially the joints, your vertebrae. Allow ourselves just to tune in to this moment rather than sort of bringing in all the other stuff. So we're going to go into movement 1, the movement that we learnt last month and we've been doing all month online. Anyone not remember it at all? I'm not going to test you. I'm not that cruel. I could be, I suppose. Okay, let's just go through the physical aspects. So remember that the first chunk of this course is learning the choreography and the physical components. So let's go back into Wu Chi. And remember, when we go into Wu Chi, I invite you just to connect with this beam, this post that connects us to heaven and earth, our 3 treasures. Eyes opened or closed, it's entirely up to you. Down periscope. Sink your mind into your lower dantian. Breathe. You all happy hearing me? Can you hear me? Because I'm a bit deaf with this cold, so I think I'm really shouting. No, you're right. Tip of the tongue connected to the roof of your mouth. Now your hands just to float out in front of you, keeping space in the armpits. Turn your palms and just discover your chi. So just spend a moment gently connecting with that something interesting that's happening between your palms. Your hands are at the height of your lower dantian. Good. So as we breathe in, we expand the space that we're holding. Soften your wrists. So they're not limp, but soften the wrists, your elbows, shoulders, the duration of your inhale. Don't hold it, not maxing it out. Exhale. All the way back down. Now be sure you come back to the height of your lower dantian. Okay? Breathe in. Follow your breath, not mine. Breathe out. So we'll give a shout out to Gemma, Fiona and Chris, who can't join us today. And remember, we added the pulse, that full body pulse, that little micro squat. So as we breathe out, we gently sink, engage your sit bone, breathe in, grow without locking your joint. So this is compressing the pearl from Jiben Qigong. Same movement. Good, and next time you exhale, the hands come into the middle dantian, you sink. Open. So when we open, we want to soften your wrists. So it's almost like the back of the wrists are leading, guiding the movement outwards. And if you can, when you're breathing in, at this point here, try and make that connection right across. It's not a rubber band that's about to be pinged, but it's just that elasticity you can feel across your chest, and then release it, coming back to the middle dantian, solar plexus height. And timing this with the pulse, so your pulse doesn't arrive before your hands do. You don't sink and your hands then come in afterwards. You want to time the whole opening of the body and the sinking as one. When we open up, try and keep your hands out so we can engage your lungs and your rib cage a bit more. Bring your hands out. That's it, a bit more, bit more. There you go.
Okay.
Try and do it out here rather than here.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's out here. You might feel it open. That's it, yeah. And then open. Remember, in time with your breath, if you are able to extend your inhale and exhale a little bit more without holding your breath or being out of breath, then give that a go. That's looking lovely, well done. A little bit more wave-like movement through your...
I'm trying to kind of
That's better.
do it with my breath, which only seems to go together.
Okay. Move a bit quicker.
Okay.
Open up a bit quicker. Good. Remember not to hold your breath or force the breath. Well done. And next time you exhale, fingers point upwards, we work on the upper dantian. Little micro squat, open. That's very easy for the shoulders to take over with this part of the movement, so just keep your elbows nice and heavy. And out in front of you, so we don't close the armpits. Try and keep your armpits open as much as you can. Don't lock the quad or your knees as you open. They're fractionally, really subtly open. It's only subtle. Good, and remember, Qigong is what it feels like, not what it looks like. As I look at you now, every single person is doing this differently. Because you're all different, you're all individual. Good. And where you can, have your hands at the height of the upper dantian, where you can. I know sometimes shoulder tension creeps in. Just have a little shake out if that happens, or you can then come down a little bit, but always come back up. Yeah, so if you feel like this is starting to go dum dum dum, just bring your hands
Always
down.
the-
Yeah, so just bring it down to your lower dantian, not your middle.
okay, and this,
Yeah,
this
we'll get in a minute. Remember that little micro squat comes from folding into the kwa. As if you're about to sit down, but you lift yourself back up again. Good, well done. And then bring your hands in as you exhale. They're aligned with the left and right hand sides of your body, and they go outwards. Down, sink. Keep them aligned with the left and right hand side of the body. Sometimes there's a tendency for them to split and go here. Don't keep them in front of you. Up, wave-like motion through your body, through your spine. Away from you, down. And up. So you need to engage your legs here. Bending into your knees, feeling this wave being pushed up through the ground, through the earth, up through your body. Try and create this very mild wave-like, fluid-like motion through your body, through your spine. Little bit of movement in your head, your neck, out again, down. Keeping your palms facing each other throughout the movement, your hands aligned with the left and right hand channels of your body. Good, carry on, making sure you're engaging the top part of your spine. So between your shoulder blades and into your neck, make sure you're getting that wave pass through there as well. So it's not rigid. So you might want to just come back a little bit and forward, engage your neck. No stiff necks. Don't overdo it though now. Find some balance in the middle. That's better. Well done. And next time your hands go down and out, carry on movement, but look at me. As we carry on the movement, we don't sink, we don't create that wave, and the hands just come down. Palms parallel with the ground in front of the lower dantian. Good. Have a shake out, take on some water, please. Give your shoulders a good shake as well, because I appreciate there's lots of shoulder movement here, lots of tension. Is everyone okay? Not too cold? Okay, so any questions so far? Even if it's with the warm-ups or with movement 1?
I'd like to know if it's a C or a squat.
It's a wave.
So it's neither.
So we go down into the squat position and then we come up as a wave. It will have to be curved because it's a wave like, yeah. So we just go down, just let it be a natural, however you naturally would tend to go down. And then it's just that the important part is keeping your hands out in front of you on the left and right hand channels and just this wave-like motion, and you can really start to sense where it's not happening in your spine, which is why I mentioned the upper part of the spine between your shoulder blades, because that's such an area that gets locked and this starts to happen. And we think we're doing this wave, but actually it's just my pelvis and my legs doing it really, rather than if I over exaggerate. This is me, this is not what you should be doing, but it's a subtle movement of this. We want this wave-like motion, just like you would see a caterpillar moving or a snake moving. That's what we're trying to do, is just get this undulating pulse through the body. Okay, it takes time. Yeah, perfect, exactly that, but when you're with your hands out. Okay, so we're not locked here, because as soon as we start to engage our hands and then the shoulders, everything starts to lock up because this starts to happen. So realize that could happen with you. Relax and just come up. So it's just going to be the practice. Okay, just the practice, but it's just this wave-like movement.
At one point, I was trying to work out how you come down with the wave, but I couldn't do that. So I just came
Yeah, down. I think probably that's what Kit and Laurie were saying, is how do you go down? Is it straight or is it a curved spine? It's probably a curved spine, you're going down and coming back up again. Yeah. Okay? Yeah, no, you can't really wave down, it's waving up. No. It's not. So if we didn't hear what Linda was saying, it's tension in the buttocks and the lower back. It's really hard to release when you're standing in Wuchi. It's really common. You know, for so long have we been told to start suck things in, and if you're used to doing exercise, core exercises, Pilates, that type of thing, which is very, very much suck it in, then I'm asking you to do the opposite here to release that tension, because, you know, like Floyd today has got a bit of a back going on. If we create and hold that tension, it just doesn't go away and it gets worse and worse and worse. So the thing to do when that happens is to try and release it as best as you can. And to do that, for me anyway, it's my lower back. I don't really think about my buttocks. I just think about my lower back. And it's not trying to manipulate it or where shall I put my hips, my pelvis. It's just let my, if you think of your spine and you've got your vertebrae, and what we're trying to do is just release one end of the spine. So just let that, your tailbone just drop to the ground, not point it in any direction, whichever way it naturally wants to just go, and just let it drop and open. And that in turn helps to open up your lumbar spine, and in time that will help to relax your buttocks. Okay? So think of your lower back, your lumbar spine. Anything else? Any other questions about the warm-ups or particularly movement 1? No, the invitation is to feel a connection, a physical connection at this stage across your body. And it doesn't have to be massive. You don't have to think, oh right, I've got a good stretch. It's not that at all. It's really quite a subtle feeling of opening and connecting one hand through your arm, through your chest to the other hand. So this, it's like extending a rubber band, and it just comes back wherever you're doing it. Yeah, so yeah, as long as you're connecting with the actual physical movement rather than the energetic side of things at the moment. What we're looking for is the physical opening, and the energy, the chi side of things we will work on later. Okay. Happy? Okay. Movement 2. So it's not wrong. There's no wrong movement. It's just that the reason why the other one that I was telling you about, it will come clear in movement 2. That's why. Yeah. Don't worry. Don't worry. Movement. Movement 2. There's a lot going on in movement 2. Okay. There's a lot going on. So we're going to repeat it, and then I'm going to share some more with you. We're going to go back to the beginning, add that on, share some more, because I don't want you to forget where we start. Okay. So I'm going to show you movement 2, and then we're going to do this together, and then in 15 minutes it will be done. So I'll start off with the end of movement 1, and I asked you not to sink down, palms turn. Okay. No, that's just movement 2. So over to you now, please. We've done before. They are there. Okay, so you're going to see different combinations and maybe recognise a couple of things in there. The rainbow dance, maybe this movement here. It's all part of called Lifting the Sky. So let's start from the beginning. So back to the end of movement 1. It's handy to do this so you know where the transitions is, because over the past so many people can't remember where to go from 1 to 2 to 3. So let's do a couple of movement, just the end of movement 1. Down with the wave and up and down with the wave. Good. And next time your hands go down, don't wave, just let the hands come down. As they do, I'm doing this super slow-mo, turn your palms. Spine is straight, tuck the chin in just to lengthen your neck. Palms parallel with the ground if you can. When we do this, sometimes there's a tendency to collapse and start to slouch. Spine straight, that's not what we want. And as I speak to you now, and your palms are parallel with the ground, do you feel these lines of tension building from your palms through your wrists and up here? Can you feel that? Good, that's what we're looking for, okay? You may even feel it on this side, on the inside as well. Good, so the hands float up now. So I know that not everyone can have their arms up here, okay? And I don't want you to if you can't do this comfortably. So only raise your hands and arms as far up as you are comfortable to do. Okay, so it's not about, oh, I've got to do it because my neighbour's doing it or you're doing it. Now the other thing is that when this happens, this can start to happen. No, make sure your spine is straight, soften so you're still, body's in Wu Chi still, this soft position. Good, so relax your shoulders as much as you can whilst you're in this position. We're going to stay here for about 20 minutes now, see what happens. Okay, so this is lifting the sky. So just gently, palms parallel with the sky now and down. Butterfly, sorry. Okay, and we want to pulse, same pulse, straight spine. Good, sorry. Just look straight ahead, yeah. Okay, relax your arms. Shake them out. We will do it probably 3 times when we come to do the form. For now, it's going to be more just for teaching purposes. Okay, so no arching back. Really important that when you do this, you don't arch back, because we tend to do that. It's like when you carry something heavy. You do this, and you put it like that, and you walk like this, all in your lower spine. Okay, so this is a really good practice to raise your arms, but keep your spine straight. Up, lift the sky, sink, and lift. Now, next time we lift, we're going to lift the heels off the ground. Can you see my heels lift? Literally centimetre or 2. And you can tell that I'm doing it really slowly to time it with my pulsing of the body and the up and down movement of my arms. So as you lift up, you're lifting your heels up to the balls of your feet. Don't go to your toes, and if you start feeling a wobble, you've gone way too far. You want to lift your heels up a centimetre or 2, that's all. As soon as your arms start to ache, just relax, shake them out. So I'm going to hand over to you now. It's going to be 5-6 minutes of your own practice lifting the sky. Okay? So relax your arms when you need to, then go back in, practice. So you've got the timing, sinking, lifting the heels. So when I'm doing this, you might not see my heels lift off the ground, but I can feel my weight transferring from my heels to the balls of my feet. And then when I come to the last part of lifting the sky, that's when my heels literally lift off the ground, and then I come back. I'm now in my balls of my feet, my weight, and as I sink, I bring my weight across my entire feet. So it's more of a sense of feeling rather than thinking. As soon as you start this movement, you have to lift your heels. You don't, otherwise you're going to end up being up here. Okay, does that make sense? So you're moving your weight from your heels to the balls of your feet first. So it's like it's coming forward, and then off the ground and back again. Happy? Okay, over to you, and I'll come round, walk round and make sure everyone's happy. If your arms start to ache, bring your hands out in front of you and do the movement here. Okay, you listen to there, then they lift, then you're up, and then sink. Yeah. And when you bring the weight over to the balls of your feet, make sure it is across the entirety of the front of your foot. Okay, not to the sides, not underneath your little toes, or just your big toes, but right across the width of your foot. Okay, good. Continue the lifting of the feet, but relax your arms. Don't put the arm movement in, just do your feet movement. Nice long spine. Sink. Rise. Sink. Rise. You should be really comfortable when your heel's off the ground that you're not going to fall forward, because you're pushing right through the center of your body upwards. Your toes shouldn't be grabbing onto the ground. Shouldn't. Yeah, because you've already got that thing, but that's fine. Yeah, yeah.
It's quite hard to get right across mine. I have a tendency to do that.
Yeah, and
It's actually quite hard to
loads of people do. They go, right, this happens.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
somehow easier. I don't know why.
yeah, that's putting pressure out in here as well. So try and, yeah, when you come up, so don't come up so high. That's it, perfect, and go down. Yeah,
It has to really
think about it, yeah. Good, so you should feel like you're bringing your weight over to the balls of your feet first, then your heels lift, then your heels come back down and bring your weight back into your full foot, then to the balls, lift. Make sure you're lifting across the width of your feet. And you should feel comfortable. Comfortable when your heels lift. And as you put them down, it's a controlled putting down. It's not that you have to rush to put your heels back down because you're going to fall. Yeah, exactly. Your hands lift your heels. Okay, there's no arching back. And when you're ready, start to introduce your arms again, parallel with the ground. Lift them, lift the sky. Next time they come down, we sink. Transfer weight to the balls of the feet. Now lift my heels up and back down in a really controlled way. The speed of your rise should be the same speed as you sink. A really nice controlled. Sorry? Yeah. Yeah, this small movement actually, it looks small, but the amount of work it's doing with your legs is quite considerable. Your balance. And don't forget your arms do come up and down as well above your head if they can be, otherwise it's out to the front of you. No. Not so high. Don't have to go so high with your heels. Yeah, I think you can cut that by half. Because I think the higher you go, the more, and that's where you go out. Okay, bring your weight into the inside, so when you're coming up, yeah, you're going out to your little toes a little bit like that.
Yeah.
Bring your weight, so focus a little bit more on the balls of your big toes. If you are somebody that has a tendency to roll out to the little toes, bring your awareness to the balls of your big toes.
There's a tendency to, if I want to try and get that higher, then
Yeah.
I try and make that.
Eventually that might well happen, but when you've got confidence and strength and stamina and the balance there, that you're not end up wobbling, then that will get there.
Coordination, making that
Yeah.
little but that higher.
Yeah. Yeah, much better, much better. It's good. Big toes, Joe. Just think of the balls of your big toes a bit more. Good, yeah, you don't have to go so high, Linda, but good, yeah. Okay, slower. Slow, control it, and down, control it. That's it. Yeah, it's good. Okay, slower, Floyd, when you go up. So it's a very gentle rise of your heels. Really gentle, really gentle, really gentle. Now really slow coming down. Okay, good. Now focus on the balls of your big toe now as you come up next time. Put the weight in the balls of your big toes, both left and right. That's better, much better. Oh, no, you've gone, there you go. That's good, Hannah, yeah. Okay, relax yourselves, have a bit of a shakeout. Okay, so it looks quite easy, doesn't it, when you're doing that, but then when you start to put it in and you get the timing and you make sure it's all of this to remember. Any questions?
What's the breathing again? Is that exhale?
Yeah, the breathing is actually whatever you feel comfortable with, because sometimes you might go in, out, or you might go out, in. Really, as long as you're breathing with your method, and you're following your breath, that's all that matters, okay? Don't worry too much at this stage whether it's an in or out, just follow your breath, okay? Yeah, yeah, no, yeah, you're sinking. Sink into that pulse, into the qua, fold into here, engage your sit bones again. So you're creating that pulse that feeds through this whole form.
So you're almost like letting your lower back sink down.
Yeah, just so it's yeah, so you're just doing that pulse so it's straight spine again, engaging your sit bones, and then coming back up. Yeah, so this is going to help to release the lower back. So each time we do this squat, we're slowly untying all the stiffness we've got here.
The lowering down from that.
Yes. Yeah.
Because I find sometimes the one where we're doing this.
Yeah.
That's rather nice.
Yeah. Same, similar thing, but just on a more subtle scale. That's all. Okay. So, please, could you do a couple of movement one, the full movement, and literally, you don't have to get your mind into it physically. Okay, over to you. Not with me though, that's the whole point. I need you to see that you're remembering what we're doing. It's like, oh no! Just a couple of movement one, just to physically get your muscle memory. Okay. So Floyd, when you come down, when we start to go into this part of the movement two, it starts here because the hands have gone down, palms turn, up, sink, but the hands come here and they always stay upwards, they don't go back down now. Okay, and now we lift and sink. That's it, yeah. Good. Yeah, no, that's good. Just wait. Yeah, you're going to rolling out.
I can feel it just feels like I'm gonna fall over.
Yeah, yeah. Roll. You're rolling out. So when you go to that bit, just bring just focus on the balls of your big toes. Yeah. Yeah, carry on. Yeah, yeah. You wanted movement. Good, good. Not so high, Sue. Don't have to go so high.
With my feet.
Yeah,
Really?
your heels. They're coming out quite high still.
they?
Yeah. Don't have to.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, Kit. All right. Yeah. Get in there.
I have questions later.
Okay. Yeah. That's all right. Good, good. No, that's fine. Lovely, everyone. That's really good. And like I said, it's just practice. Okay, it's just practice, and it's this timing. A lot of what we do in Qigong is, as Hannah said earlier, it's about the timing, because the arms move a lot further than we're asking our heels to come up, we've got to remember that the heels don't have to come up as much as the arms are coming up. Okay, so it's quite a theme that happens in Qigong, that you have to sort of be aware that some movements are small, a lot more subtle than the other. Just to remind you as well, when you do these circles in front, make sure your hands stay in front of you, Choo Choo Thomas style, not to the side. Any questions? Okay, would you like a hot drink? Yeah, okay. Let's take 20, get the kettle on, have a drink, we'll come back at 20 past.